Hello, citizens! The Batman with Robert Battison has finally arrived, and boy, is it an exciting time. First things I was impressed with the movie was that, one, it may be long, but the story is super airtight, and me and my friends afterwards couldn't think of any plot holes. And if there's anything that nerds love, it's talking about superhero plot holes. Now, to those who have read the New 52 comics, you'll see a lot of similar ground tread. Impressive that they used stories from the comics and just integrated it, and they've done it really well. So if you've read the comics, it probably won't surprise you that much, but really enjoyable all around. The story is Batman 2 years into his career. Bruce Wayne is a recluse and much more comfortable in the dark than in the spotlight. They portrayed Batman as he should be at this stage of his career, as an angry little ball of angst with a no-killing policy, and awkwardly silent to everyone. I found Catwoman is an amazing addition in the film. She has a really well fleshed out story, and her fight scenes were really badass. I thought they were actually cooler than Batman's. Zoe Kravitz is a much better pick than Anne Hathaway, in my opinion. Anne Hathaway was just way too tall and thin and didn't really have the chemistry with Christian Bale, so I didn't really see them as a duo. But in this, Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson just really work. They've got that on-screen chemistry. Catwoman's got that forked seductiveness and joint with the angry vengeance of Batman. I really think you'd be hard-pressed to find any faults with her acting, and if there's one scene that's maybe a little bit too quick that happens, but that's kind of the only issue that I have. Penguin's characterization, perfect, great. Gordon, great, amazing. Works really well, works with Batman, everything you want in that kind of origin story. The story feels nice and fresh for a Batman film. It's much more of a murder mystery than an action flick, and that kind of brings it more life. I've always been more interested in Batman's detective skills rather than his fighting skills, and this really caters to that, and I love it. Riddler fits perfectly into this story. I was really curious to know how he was going to be portrayed, because Riddler's my favourite villain, and I gotta say, he is a fun little psycho with a lot of sinister scenes. They really up the ante from what Jim Carrey was. The music really fits the scenes. They give Batman a great backing soundtrack and really fits within whenever he shows up on screen. The only really thing that I felt was lacking was Batman's fight scenes are rather standard. I'd say that the best Batman fight scene goes to Ben Affleck. Easy. It just shows that raw, angry rage that Bruce Wayne has in his heart. Robert Pattinson, still angry, but, the fight scenes were just not at that same level. Catwoman, however, she has... they really show off that she's more of an acrobatic type, and she really uses her legs to kick guys' asses, and it's really entertaining to watch. I gotta say, this is just a really impressive film to watch. They easily slot in information for you to know about Batman without showing the whole, his parents died, blah, blah, blah. They tread a lot of similar ground in the comics, but it's new and fresh to a general audience, and I think that's what Batman needs right now. This film does sit as a standalone Batman film, but there is some indication that there could be other films going on ahead of it, but you'd easily be able to just sit down and watch that and enjoy it without any prior knowledge. So I highly recommend, go check it out. It's great. Battison, he's the one.